All right, everyone. John is Rusty back at you with another different type of video. This is going to be a warehouse sale video, not really a swap meet. But I'm going to show you around our warehouse and the sale that we're going to have today. We're still setting up here a little bit, but this is our antique warehouse. There are a million things in this building, and I could go over every single one, but I'll kind of just do a quick breeze through. But this Transformers action figure is pretty cool. We got tons of baseball cards. We're doing these at $3 a pack. These are just all like the loose packs. This entire thing is full. And then those are all the sealed boxes. We got little flags down here, a whole bunch of sports memorabilia, bobbleheads. I'm going to set some of these out. A lot of these are signed, which are pretty cool. This is super cool. This is from, it's a vintage sign from some shop that bought vintage jeans, so denim jeans. Yeah, some furniture stacked up over here. That old toys sign is super cool. Tons of McDonald's toys, original. And it's pretty funny because some of these, it's kind of like I'm old enough to remember when these started to come out. And I like remember getting these in my Happy Meals when I was a kid. And then now they're in an antique shop. But this whole container's full of those. We're doing those at like $2 a piece. Lots of dishware, vintage plastic or whatever those are. It's not glass and it's like plastic. Some old Barbies, super vintage stuff. McDonald's stuff. We got a ton of these sculptures. Like this was actually like a real deer head, and then the guy painted it. That's kind of neat. But then these are all these sculptures, kind of artsy clay sculptures. Some of those are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty artsy. I'm not sure. Don't know much about those, but got some old beer. Purex jug. Just lots of old stuff everywhere. Got a bunch of insulators. Those are always fun. These are models and puzzles. A lot of those are still sealed. Got a goat head and a deer head and a bear head. It's pretty cool. Pick those up. These are actually pretty expensive. And then we actually have two of these Ronald McDonald guys. These are the actual displays from the website. So there's one right there. And then there's one right there I started the video with. And then a Captain Cook or Captain Crook, something like that. So those are actually the display pieces from the McDonald's restaurants back in the day. And we got tons of furniture that we're going to blow out cheap. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. I'll just stand here for a second so you can see kind of everything. Knickknacks and all. One of these, what are these called? Forgot what they're called. Not tiki. Totem poles. Got a totem pole. And then got this giant, this thing is 13 feet long. This fish. So that came out of a fish restaurant in southern Washington. So we would sell that for $1,000. I mean, to the right person, it would be such a deal. Tons of Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies and Cabbage Patch and Care Bears. Got tons of dolls and stuff. Not really my thing, but they sell. Now over here, we have more puzzles and games and a bunch of these model cars. So these are cool. These racks are all full. Tons of baseball cards. We literally have, like, you already saw all the sealed packs, but we have, my boss picked up 250,000, maybe 300,000 card collection. And We have probably 50 boxes like this. I'll show you over there too. But we have a card guy that already went through the baseball cards and basically pulled all the good ones to sell online, and then we just have the bulk of them. So we're just gonna blow those out like 10 bucks a box. This is cool. Old brewing bar, tap room sign. That's cool. That needs to be mounted. More furniture. Oh, giant boat wheel that's buried. It's hard to get to, but and then just all types of neat art pieces. This is cool. Brass, solid brass. But yeah, lots of cool sculptures and stuff. Now all this back here, see that tiki wood or whatever? We had last sale, we had a guy come in and say that all this wood, we have all this wood here, and then we got a stack of it, and it's like all carved, hand carved, and he said it's from Taiwan. It's kind of buried now because that's how stuff gets. It gets buried, and then we can never get to it, but that stuff is pretty cool, very old. I really like this. It's like a hood off maybe a VW or some type of car. Then they painted it. This is an old arcade game. It's kind of buried now. Time Pilot. Oh, this is actually an old telephone booth that we need to build. We haven't got to building it yet, but it's a phone booth with the payphone. And with that picture, that's how it's supposed to look. So we just need to build it, and then we're asking $1,200 on that. Yeah, more like artwork, sculptures, some type of seagull, eagle thing. Here's the rest of the baseball cards. So these small boxes like this will do for $5, and then these medium boxes do for $10. And they're already sorted too, kind of like Upper Deck Baseball commons, 89, NBA hoops commons. So someone went to a lot of time to sort these. There might be some gems in there, but this entire rack is full of them. And then we have more in the back. Got tons of this artwork, these little pictures. These are cool though. Yeah, we got so many of these. We got these 3 horses. These are pretty neat. They're the old like quarter coin op horses that would be in front of a grocery store back in the day. Pretty sure these are 50s era. We got 3 of those. We'd let those 3 go for $2,000 for the total. One of them works. The other 2 need work. This old drugs and medicine sign. That's super cool. Yeah, we'd probably take $2,000 for that. We're asking 28, but that came from an old drugstore. Yeah, there is just so much to see. A bunch of old signed photographs from some real old television, 1943. So that's even before my parents were born. So some real old stuff. And then, yeah, we're going to fill up this table. This is actually a bowling machine that also needs to kind of be built and fixed. But this long piece right here, this piece, and then that piece, it's a bowling machine. And pretty neat. Very old. So ignore all this furniture. We're going to put that outside. A lot of this will just be $5, $10 each, or if not, it's going to go to the dump. So you could check out in here too. There's also an inside section, which is very cool. Let's hit the light. So this is our wall of sports related stuff. Some of it's signed. We got some neons, old Star Wars picture, but Coors Light, Corona, All-Star Game, bunch of sports related stuff. And we're going to continue to hang stuff up on the walls. And then this wall over here is a lot of our artwork. Just random artwork. We got some records, some vinyls, more like artwork, and these are movie posters. I mean, I could be here all day going through what we have. I could seriously spend 3 hours going through every single thing in this place, but a whole bunch of old lamps. We're going to do a discount on lamps. Try to move these. Some more artwork. Hey, look at this. Very exciting. License plates, $5 each. What a deal. We got more of this stuff. Old stuff. What type of stuff? I don't know. More art stuff and science stuff and... Got a mixture of sports related, and the glare on the display case is kind of messing up my shot here, but... Oh, this is super cool. Grateful Dead wine. That's from 1996, and it's actually real wine. Apparently, it's non-alcoholic, but Grateful Dead wine. It's pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that's a thing. We got a ton of these 1970s Cold War patches. They're like new old stock. We got a ton of them. Tons of patches. Old steel guitar. Steel. Apparently this is some big money, but we need to do some more research on that. Elton John. Tons of art. And this is our clothing room. Very set up nicely. We kind of have a jewelry section and small pins and jewelry and everything that's all neat. We got tons of hats, gloves, scarves, shoes, sneakers, boots, high heels. There I am, high. Tons and tons of stuff. Got towels and blankets, all very old. More shoes. Bags and purses. Kind of have like black purses over here. These purses. So I've learned a lot through this job. You know, I usually stick to stuff I know, you know, car related, old stuff, license plates, road signs, neon signs, stuff that I like. But you'd be surprised of how much clothing we sell. And I'll be wearing the GoPro throughout the sale, so you'll kind of see what people buy. And yeah, we do really well with clothing. We have tons of clothing, tons and tons of vintage clothing. So this is our like makeshift changing room. So people want to change or whatever and see if the thing fits. And we got mirrors. But yeah, this is like pants and a lot of women's dresses and everything you could think of. You need a wedding dress? I got you. Come on down. Get married. T-shirts. We sell a lot of t-shirts, a lot of band shirts. This is sweet. This clock is a international time clock for a business. I guess you would punch your time when you get to work. And it's from Coop's Auto Body Shop, which is pretty neat, I think. The lighting is not that well, but it's super cool. Old clock. These are our cheap books, $1 a piece. You know, just get them out of here. Got too much stuff. This is our like wall of mirrors. So if people need to try on anything, wall of mirrors. Man, I gotta clean this too. Every time I see it, I keep telling myself I'm gonna Windex it, and then it never gets done. So I'll do that before the sale here. But yeah, lots more display cases full of vintage stuff, antiques and collectibles. Very cool. These are some of our like watches and smaller things. These display cases are all full, you know, military patches and pins related. International Loader Association. I think that patch is cool. Old ashtray. Very cool stuff. More watches. I like watches. There's some Mickey Mouse and nothing real high dollar, but cool stuff. A lot of collectible pins. I see some Olympic, some Budweiser, Green Bay Packers pins, just lots of cool stuff. Belt buckles. Belt buckles are cool. Hopefully I'm not boring you. More pins, and more pins. So we got more artwork. A lot of this is not sure what type of artwork, but it's pretty neat. And then we have more records down there. Now I'll show you the room with the really good stuff. So, hit the lights. So we have a lot of signed stuff in here, more baseball cards, some really neat stuff, you know. This one is USA 15. This is Magic Johnson, signed jersey, right? Ken Griffey. This one's signed. We got a Tom Brady at the antique shop, signed. Largent. A lot of Seahawks stuff. Peyton Manning, signed. You know, lots of super high dollar collectibles in here, and we'll do some posts on those. I keep forgetting. There's too much to remember with this job. I'm not sure if it's signed by Eric Clapton or it's a big name guy, and he signed it, and whoever did it it's a very lazy signature, but it's a guitar someone signed, and I gotta find out. This is kind of stuff that's still being processed, and it's not really out for sale. This is the coolest piece in the whole shop. This is signed by Neil Armstrong. It's got an Apollo 2 patch and a little picture, the moon landing, but it's signed by him. We're asking $4,100 on this piece. Whether you think the moon landing is real or not, it's still a cool piece for sure. Lucky Luciana, signed piece too. I don't know why there's this big box on there, but it's kind of crazy. Crazy how much stuff we got. So this is kind of the more cool signed pieces. Oh yeah, another cool signature. This is Bobby Kennedy's dad, signed photograph. So we're asking $1,500 on that. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, on to the next. This is kind of like my office here, but I hung up some cool stuff, you know, some beer signs, and this is some stuff that's going to go out for eBay. And, you know, railroad crossing sign, that's super cool. Some higher dollar t-shirts. You'd be surprised how much those go for. Quaker State sign, some gas signs. Look at this tarantula. Cast iron. I think that's cool. Got some cool old insulators. Now, I don't know much about insulators, but I know the Mickey Mouse ones are a big deal. So I think those are pretty cool. So anyway, I should get to work here before the sale starts. I got a couple hours. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that one. Look out for I might split this into a couple videos. We're doing a 3-day sale. I'll do the this as a separate video. Then I'll do the first day, second day, third day. And then, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.